What's happening, guys? Hang on, Seven Piper here. And I'm trying some Cornell and Deal's Oriental Silk in my, my Stanwell 401. Oh my god, our neighbor's dog's in. So anyway, so this is a Virginia Perique Oriental blend. And I've been smoking it for about 10 minutes now. I originally cracked the tin and was doing a film along, and then there was a lot of distractions. The camera's being weird. I'm trying to figure out how to stop the autofocusing. You would think it'd be the autofocus button that pops up, but it's not. Anyway, that freaking dog, the big one, they're right by our window, and oh my god. Anyway, so can you see? Probably not. So it's like a ribbon. Description is Oriental silk combines Perique bright flake, Turkish flake, and bright Virginia ribbon to create a remarkably elegant and sophisticated smoke. I don't know if I'd call it remarkably elegant or sophisticated. Then again, it is new. I just cracked it. The tin note, you get some deep red Virginias. You get the bright Virginia, sorry. Citrus and hay on the nose, and you can smell some of the Orientals. It's got this funk to it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Oriental leaf, because I haven't smelled any Virginia Perique that have that smell. Oh, good lord, give me the patience with these damn dogs. It'd be one thing if you spent time with them, but I just throw them in the back. Anyway. So, I was curious about this tin because of the Empire Perique flake that I really enjoyed, and that had some age on it, and it was it's a German tobacco. But I've been looking at other Oriental leaves, and off the tin, or fresh off the tin, I'm a little underwhelmed with this one. It burns rather quick. I've only been smoking for about maybe 15 minutes. But I do get these notes, especially on the retrohale, of kind of that butteriness with the fruit, and that's the profile that I was looking for. And it's there. And being a vapor, I imagine that if you age this flake, come into it really nicely. I don't know if I'm necessarily jumping to buy another tin or a bag in my remaining 1 or 2 orders left of the impending year. I set a budget for this last order, and if I added another tin, I would have went over some. So I decided to stick to my budget instead of sticking to what I wanted to try. I think it's just a very bad thing. I like setting budgets and sticking with it, even if down the road I'm like, I should have just added the tin. Sorry, I mean to bump you there. Yeah, so about halfway, almost 3/4 of this bowl, and I might have loaded it a little light, But I'm getting those profiles that I was looking for. Kind of the sweetness of the Virginia, some plumminess of the Perique, not too much spice. You get like those deep fruity notes. And the Oriental with this one does have more of that buttery profile, and I was worried it was going to be kind of that sour profile. And those kind of traits are not ones that I like, so I don't smoke a lot of Englishes because of that. Or if I do smoke Englishes, I look for them without Orientals. Yeah, the tin note was interesting. It was pungent, some of that funk. I mentioned this in the first video, I don't know if I said it in this last one, but it kind of reminded me of, sounds like, not gross, but it smelled kind of like fish. It smelled like salmon, kind of when it's in that raw stage. If you ever dried fish or smoked fish, you know what I'm talking about. It's got like this, and I like it. I like that smell. But coming from a leaf, I was like, okay, it's got some funk to it. So that's what I mean by funk from my nose and my palate. But it doesn't translate to the taste at all. Thankfully. I don't know how smoked salmon tobacco would taste. It is reminiscent of Haunted Bookshop for me. Kind of this dry mustiness. That also might be the Oriental leaf. Haunted Bookshop is kind of a polarizing blend. Some people like love it or they hate it. Or they like it or they dislike it. No kind of in between. I like it a lot. It's one of those blends though that I have to be careful because it'll come with some power for me. So I only smoke it rarely, and I make sure that I have either chocolate or something sweet on hand, and I make sure I've eaten dinner first. So this is like a milder Haunted Bookshop without the burley. So there's no chocolatiness, but there is some of that earthy must, like that woodsy mustiness in the Orientals. And the Perique and the Virginia are both kind of vying for the forefront lead there. So this is kind of like a watered down version of Perique in the sense of the flavors that I was looking for in Perique Flake. You know, in a sense, it'd be like if you had a nice full rounded ale, right? It's just this really good beer, and then you have something kind of like a Bud Light Platinum, which I'm drinking right now, where it's still really good. I think still gets the job done, but it has some of the similar characteristics, but it ultimately isn't the same, right? I mean, that's why there's different variations of tobacco. You can find matches, you can find things that are similar, and you can just find things that are better. It burns rather quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for a while, since I just cracked it open. I'll revisit here and there. Or I might just, I might have 2-3 more bowls, and then vacuum seal it. What I've been doing with tobaccos too Because instead of vacuuming it, I'll just heat press it. So essentially it's like a jar. There's still the oxygen left in there. Yeah, it's got like this, almost like a cheese, like a fine cheese smell now. So it's this pungent. But you have like this sourness of the Virginias. It also might be from the Oriental. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Anyway, the bowl's actually almost done, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna throw in next. But there you go. That's my first impression. Oriental silk. Kind of on the fence about buying more to age. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is gonna be one of those that ages well with the Virginia. Can't go wrong with Virginia aging. But I don't know if it's just kind of worth my, time and jarring, and I just feel like I could find other things. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna keep this as my only tin for now, and go from there. Because there's some stuff where I have it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sell her that. And we all have those blends. Y'all have your ones that you're going back to, so you can figure out what that is to you. But for me, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, revisit it, and definitely see how that changes. I know when I first crack tins and have some, it tastes a lot different, even with just a 1 or 2 days age, one or 2 days being opened. I mean, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to ramble too long. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so hope you guys are doing well. Be safe, smoke something good, eat something better. I love y'all. Take care, and I'll catch you later.